Hi everyone, so I have here for you what I consider like my makeup essentials for anybody, I guess. I do have, if you could see all the makeup that's sitting beside me, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I need all of that. You don't need it all, but I will go through everything and I'll tell you like what's kind of like the essential and then like another like little option. First thing I have here are primers. These are not necessary. Definitely eye primer. These are really good to use to help your eyeshadows to stick, but you can use concealer. You can use a little foundation on your eyelid, just a minimal amount. Or if the shadows or something that you bought were cream-based or something, you could definitely use those. Like I said, eyeshadow primers, it's a really good thing to use, but it's definitely not a necessity. If you are going to get one, just try one out. I would get something, you know, fairly inexpensive, especially if it's your first time using something like this. This is just the e.l.f. Eyelid primer, and I got this in a set with other shadows and other things for like $5. So these are very inexpensive, and it does work really well. As far as face primers go, if you know that you have really oily skin or makeup just tends to really come off your face throughout the day really easily, I would definitely invest in a primer. A really good one is this L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, and it's in just kind of like a thick, like whipped kind of cream, not cream, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's really, really nice, goes on really well, and even though it's pink, it blends into your skin, you don't notice the color at all. So again, primer is not a necessity unless you know that you really need them to make the makeup last on your face a lot longer. Then foundations. Depending on your skin type, if you are basically like blemish free, you have really nice even toned skin, you're so lucky, then I would suggest just getting either a loose or a pressed powder. I like pressed powders better than loose powders, just a compact, and this is just one by Annabelle. It's their Skin True, and it just comes with a little pad as well. And that's really, you know, you can use the pad that comes with it. I suggest just a big fluffy brush, and just for, you know, a little bit of coverage to the face. If you don't need foundation at all, don't use it. Why bother, right? This one I really like. This is Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation, and it's just got a bit of a moisturizer in it. It really keeps your skin hydrated and whatnot throughout the day. So this is definitely perfect. Even like I have a bit of oily skin, I feel like I have less oily skin when I have this on because it's keeping those oils at bay, because I'm keeping my skin moisturized and hydrated throughout the day. So this is a really good foundation. It's fairly inexpensive, maybe about $6-7 or so, and they come in a wide variety of colors and it lasts a really long time. So I would definitely suggest using foundation, and then if you need to throughout the day, use your pressed powder just to touch up. So definitely I would grab foundation or pressed powder. You can use them both together, but if you don't need both, don't use both. The brush as well. This is a Sigma flat top synthetic kabuki brush. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of these. I use this to put my foundation on. You definitely don't have to. You can use it if you want. Like for example, today I just use my fingers when I put my foundation on. You don't need a brush, but if you want a more professional or like airbrushed look or whatever, then I would definitely check out getting some sort of like buffing brush to the skin. But again, not a necessity. Definitely concealer. Even if you have like amazing skin, every now and then you might get a breakout, or you know, you might not have slept very well and you have a bit of darkness under your eyes. I definitely really recommend this MAC's Studio Finish Concealer, and it's just like a cream-based product, and they have, as I'm sure you guys know, MAC has a huge variety of shades and colors and whatnot. This is amazing. You don't need a brush for it either. You can use a brush if you would like, but this is so creamy nice that I just dab my finger in it maybe like twice, put it under my eyes, and just kind of blend out with my ring finger. And then again, any spot or anything that you have on your face, I really, really recommend getting concealer for anybody, no matter how perfect your skin is, because not every day it's perfect, right? And definitely something kind of like a thick, creamy product. This will, like I said, do dual purpose for your face and for your eyes. So I really, really recommend the MAC concealer. I absolutely love it. I would suggest getting an eyeliner. This you can, and I would get brown. Sorry, that's what I was going to say. If you get a brown eyeliner, black is really nice, but it doesn't suit every skin tone. Brown is kind of a universal color that will complement everybody. This one is kind of like my sort of favorite at the moment. It's the Revlon Grow Luscious Lash Liner in Espresso, and it's just a really nice, deep, rich brown color, and it's great for waterline, tightline, your lash line. Really, really great. Definitely get a brown liner, and to go with that, you need to have a pencil sharpener, and I get the kind that comes with the small and a large size sharpener, and every single person needs one of these for your makeup kit. It's just absolutely essential, and get it with the 2 different sizes. Next thing I'll go on to is bronzer. I would definitely suggest getting bronzer. If you're not a blush person, bronzer's great. If you've got a bit of a tan, you want to enhance it, whatever, absolutely bronzer, get it. My absolute favorite bronzer, which you can tell is all rubbing off, and I finally hit pan. I was so sad when I hit pan on it. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and this is in Sundance, number 27. You can get Sunlight, which is the same color and doesn't have any shimmer. This one's got like the tiniest bit of shimmer in it, you would barely even notice, but I would definitely get a bronzer. These are very inexpensive as well. Bronzer does amazing things for your skin. Absolutely, even if you're not going to wear foundation, put a little bronzer on, you just look so like radiant and glowing. I think everybody needs bronzer. And then I get a separate brush. I don't use this brush for anything else other than bronzers. This is an Eco Tools brush. You do need a brush to put bronzer on, so you can't use your fingers on that one. So definitely get a brush. This one was probably less than $10. I don't know, I got a whole set of them for like maybe like 12 bucks or something. So very inexpensive, nice, fluffy, good brush, but bronzer must have. Everybody needs blush. Go to the store, pick out whatever color you want. I would suggest getting something whatever your skin naturally flushes to. I have this one's by MAC. It's called Pink Swoon. I know this is definitely not what I naturally flush to, but it's just a really pretty pink color. You can make it lighter, darker. Just for my skin tone anyways, it's a really flattering pink, and definitely suggest that. Get 1, maybe 2 blushes, but you definitely need to have a blush and a blush brush. This one's by Quo. This is just an angled brush, and it just works perfectly for like contouring and whatnot on the face. So we definitely highly recommend, again, you need to have a brush for your blush. And then an option is, you guys have probably seen this before, this is just a blush palette. This is definitely less costly than even the one MAC blush, and this one is just 10 blushes. So if you didn't know what to get and you wanted to just get a variety of blushes, that way you're good to go for like the rest of your life, then you could pick up one of these. I got it on eBay. Go Coastal Scents or BH Cosmetics or something like that and pick up one of those. This again is an option. You don't need to have all of these blushes. Definitely having a bronzer and a blush, you can kind of mix the two, wear them alone, whatnot. So not a necessity, but really good thing to have. Next thing, as far as eyeshadows, you don't have to have the Naked 2 palette, but this is an excellent example of what I think you should have. So this, as I'm sure like everybody's seen it probably, this has like every single like neutral kind of shade, from your nice like light highlight shade right to, you know, a nice black color for smudging and doing like any kind of shade, anything that you want. I highly suggest getting any kind of palette. Like I said, it doesn't have to be this, but you can get, you know, a NYX palette or a sleek palette or something that's got a huge set of neutral tones, and you'll be good to go for any kind of look. Just make sure it does have something nice and light in it that you can use as like a highlight, and something dark. So you just need a real range of neutral tones, and that will be good for anything and everything. As far as brushes go, I kept it super simple. I've got 3 brushes that are essentials, I think, for putting your eyeshadow on. This one's by Annabelle. There's no name for it, but this is basically just a small eyeshadow brush. Anything small to medium kind of size. It's great for packing on color on the lid. You can use it, turn it on its side and get a bit more of a precise line if you need to for the corners. You can work it into the crease pretty well, and you can also use it for like your brow highlights. So absolutely, I don't know what I would do without that. Next thing, this is a Sigma E25 blending brush, and that's a great brush for, you can put color all over the lid, smoke it a little bit. It's just really good for doing some kind of precise is kind of the wrong word because it is a fluffy brush, but it's really good at putting the color exactly where you want it and blending it really well. Last but not least, this is Sigma. Again, this is the tapered blending brush, E40 brush. This is an amazing brush if you're putting one color all over your lid or something, or you're blending colors. It's really, really good at softening, giving kind of like an airbrush kind of look to your shadow. So those three brushes, I would say, are absolutely like essential. Like, you need to have those to do a really good makeup look. Next, I have mascara, but I don't think for the average person you really need to have waterproof. So just a really good volumizing, you know, making your lashes kind of stand out. This is the new Maybelline Mega Plush Lash. It's definitely something that, you know, separates each lash and just really, really pops. That's basically all you need. You don't need to have, you know, all these different kinds of mascaras, just something that makes your eyelashes stand out, and that's a great one. Kind of the last things here, lip products. I've got 3 here. You don't need to have 3. The only thing I'm doing is just showing I've got 2 like favorite nude colors. This one's L'Oreal's Fairest Nude, and this is Essence Creamy Nude, and these are just really pretty, nice, like, hydrating nude colors, but they're not nude as in like they're brown. They're nude as in they're like, you know, a flesh kind of tone color. If you're not usually a lipstick or makeup wearer, get something that, you know, will go nicely, complement your skin tone and any color or any makeup look, I guess I should say, that you're going to do. Like I said, not really a brownie nude, unless that would go with your skin nicely. I would get like a nude that's kind of got a little bit of purple undertone to it. It would definitely be really, really pretty. If you're not a lipstick wearer, then I would suggest something like this. This is Marc Gloss Blossom, and it's a ripening lip tint. And this is just like the Smashbox O Glow. And what this is you put on, it's a clear gloss, you put on your lips, and it will adjust to each person's, you know, skin or body heat or whatever it does. The great thing about this is once the gloss kind of wears off, you do have a bit of tint left on your lips, so something like this is very inexpensive and really great. Every makeup kit is essential with a cloth. This is just an old Christmas tea towel that my mom didn't want anymore. I've got like probably 3 or 4 of these things, and every time this is kind of like my spot clean. It's kind of a cheat for my makeup brushes, but whenever I'm done using a makeup brush, if I just use my foundation brush, I will just for a few seconds just kind of rub it into the towel and get off any excess on here. That way I don't have to clean my brushes as often. And these, you know, so expensive. You can go to like the dollar store and pick up some of these if you don't have any like old ones or something. Or, you know, you don't want just like, you need something that's got, you know, a bit of roughness to it. That's why I suggest like a tea towel, because you can really, you know, clean your brushes off really well into them, and super inexpensive, but everybody needs this. That's it for my essentials. I know there was a lot to go over there, and like I said, you don't need to have everything, you just need the basics, and then you can kind of build on top of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it wasn't too overwhelming or too long of a video. So I'm going to stop it right here and just say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!